Hello, everyone. Thank God it's Friday. I'm gonna wait for a couple people to join me. While I'm waiting, I'm just gonna look at myself for a little bit. Just kidding. So welcome. I just wanted to do a quick video on some buyers tips. I've been working with a lot of buyers lately, and the one thing that I've noticed is buyers, it's a long process, and even if they've done it before, maybe this is their third, fourth home they've purchased in their lifetime, buyers tend to kind of forget the process, which, I don't blame you. Why would you want to remember it? But, you kind of tend to forget the process, and it's kind of like starting from square one again when you start back over, because you remember the process of putting in the offer, but then kind of after that, for the next 30 days, gets a little fuzzy. Oh, my Chihuahua wants me to hold him, so you might hear some whining. And then after that, it gets a little fuzzy, and then you close. And the process of going through escrow kind of gets forgotten. And then also I want to speak to the people who maybe have never purchased a home, and the process seems ginormous and daunting and very, very scary. And I just want to speak to some of those fears as well. So let's start from step one. The first step you want to do when purchasing your home is find a real estate agent. Good news, you know one. No, just kidding. I want to encourage people. That's the first step you want to take, is find somebody you trust. Find somebody that has your interests at heart, and that will genuinely be watching you. Somebody's joined. Hi. And so I just think that is number one. Always do that. Find a real estate agent. If you don't already, if your cousin, mother, brother, sister, nephew isn't a real estate agent, I'm always available. And so then the next step would be, after you talk to an agent, your next step would be to talk to a lender. So most real estate agents have a lender that they can recommend, but you don't have to go with them. So I just want to put that out there. Find your own lender. Find the person that's going to give you the best deal. There's lots of different lending structures that you can find. Hi, Jennifer. Find the one that works best for you. Okay? Don't ever let anybody gear you towards their lender, because you want to do what's best for you in this process. Find your best lender, whatever it is, and your real estate agent should be understanding of whatever lender you choose. Okay, so we got a lender. Okay, the lender is very important to this process, because they're going to help you decide what you can afford. They're going to help you decide what kind of structuring you need to do for your loan, and they're also going to give you steps to, maybe your finances aren't 100% where they need to be to purchase a home. They should give you steps to get there. So maybe your credit score could use a little work. Your lender should be able to tell you, hey, let's work on this, and then maybe you can afford even more in 3 months. So that is the greatest thing you can do, is talk to a lender. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be scared to, send information to a lender and have them come back and say, well, you know what, you can't afford this yet. That's okay. We're all working on our lives. We're all just improving every day, so don't worry about that. So let's say you got your lender, you got your loan amount, you know what you can afford. Yay, congratulations. Now we can actually go shopping for homes. And this is the step that every buyer loves. This is the step that every buyer's agent loves. Yay, we get to look at pretty houses. So now we're going to look at homes. When you're looking at homes, you want to figure out the neighborhood and what you need in your life, okay? 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, whatever it is, whatever you need, a pool, no pool, figure that out. There's a saying in the real estate industry, and I hope no agents that are, I lost you guys for a second. I hope no agents that are watching get mad at this, because we really say it. Don't tell anybody I'm telling you. We have a saying, buyers are liars, okay? And why we say that is just because, look, sometimes you think you know what you want, and it turns out you are absolutely wrong. Everybody goes through this. I work with a lot of buyers. Most of my buyers in the beginning give me a list of must-haves, and at the end, don't purchase half of the things they had to have, or they'll give me a list. And a good example is I have a buyer currently who was very specific. He didn't want a big backyard because he didn't want a lot of maintenance. Didn't want a pool, you know. And so I took him out. We were looking at houses actually yesterday. And when we're looking at houses, he was like, you know what? Can we look at houses that have pools? And that's absolutely fine. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay for the idea of what you need and what you want in your life to develop. And that's fine. Don't ever be afraid to figure that out. So figure out your neighborhood, figure out your needs. That now we can kind of narrow it down. Great. Next step, let's say you find the perfect house. Congratulations, it's beautiful. Let's put in an offer. Okay, so the step of putting an offer, this is also another reason why it's great to have a good real estate agent, is you want to look at comps. What did the neighbor's house sell for a month ago? You know, that's going to help you understand what a good offer is, what the house is worth on the market. And your agent will be able to help you guide through that, because sometimes you want to offer maybe above list, maybe a little below, maybe right at list. Just kind of depends on the house and on the situation. Right now, I have great news for all of my buyers out there. It is slowly becoming a buyer's market. We actually have 6-month supply right now, which is great. It's steady, it's stable. We don't have to worry as much about, you know, things going above list or like 20 offers coming in on a single home. So because of that, it is a great time to be a buyer. So you get your offer accepted. Once your offer is accepted, now starts what we call the escrow process. You're gonna have an earnest money deposit. Your agent will be able to tell you whatever that is. It's on the listing, so they can tell you, hey, you need $5,000 within 2 days. So you put your earnest money deposit down, it goes into the escrow or the title company. And once it's in the title company, they just hold on to it. It's just kind of for safekeeping while you're in escrow. Then you wanna do your inspections. That's the first step, first thing. As soon as it's accepted, your real estate agent should get an inspector out there to do inspections. You decide what inspections you want to do. Your agent should be able to help you with that decision, but you want to do at least a basic overall inspection. They're going to be looking at the structure, they're going to be looking at the house, looking for any visible cracks, things like that, outlets. Is the refrigerator working? If the refrigerator is included, the washer and dryer working, the garbage disposal, you know, just kind of overall looking at the house by a licensed inspector to make sure that you're not going to have any major issues. And so once the inspector writes his inspector's report, you can put in a request for repairs. So let's say you found something that to you kind of was, hey, look, kind of a big deal, and you ask the sellers, can you please fix this? Before we close on escrow. So let's say your request for repairs, I mean, this is obviously best case scenario that everything goes well. Your request for repairs comes back. The sellers are absolutely understanding of the things you want them to be to have fixed, and they agree, and then we move forward with contract. If the inspector finds anything within your due diligence period that is a huge no-go for you, whatever that may be, you can cancel contract and get your earnest money deposit back. So that's why we have that due diligence period, to allow people to really take a deep, hard look at the structure of the house, make sure it's a good fit for them, and then they can cancel contract if need be. Okay, so now we're past the due diligence, everything's going great, and now we have our appraisal. So the appraisal is the lender is gonna go ahead and send out an appraiser to look at the home. You can pay up front with some lenders. Some lenders go ahead and charge you an escrow for it. It runs around, I mean, it's kind of dependent, but it runs around $500. You probably can hear my dogs, they're playing. And so it's like they know I'm not looking at them. It's very stressful for them. Chazzy. Okay, thank you. Like better trained than some kids. Oh, good Lord. So the appraisal is done. Let's say it didn't come in at the number that you offered. It happens. So if it doesn't, Chazzy, this is not the time to play. If it doesn't come in, I feel like I should show you guys my adorable Chihuahua because he's just so upset about not being on camera right now. If your appraisal doesn't come in, then you can go back to negotiations. You can always renegotiate, or there's an appraisal contingency, so you can cancel contract if need be. I'm gonna get him because Jazzy, come here. Come here. You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? Okay. Sorry, you guys. Oh, hello. I got more people. Hi. This is Chazzy. He is, we're going to take a little break to meet my Chihuahua. He is a 14-year-old Chihuahua male, and now my Schnauzer wants in on the action, and he's actually pretty blind. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, I got kisses. Now my Schnauzer wants in on the action. Oh, goodness gracious. This is getting crazy, you guys. You'd think I was like a mom with a bunch of kids. So once the appraisal is in, say best case scenario, it comes in. That's always the best case scenario. And once it comes in, then we move forward. We're getting close to the end of closing. Usually appraisals take till about 20 days, depending on the lender. So usually you're really close to closing. At this point, you want to be working with your lender, making sure all your paperwork has been turned in. There's no red flags. Everything's going through. If you have any issues with your lender, reach out to your real estate agent. Let them know. Look, you guys, I've had people hide things from me about their loans, and we come 5 days before closing, and then they finally are like, oh my gosh, guess what? My lender told me I need a cosigner now, right? I think it's important that we keep the communication between the real estate agent and the buyers and the lenders. We're all working together to get this thing closed. We all want you to get this beautiful home you love. So don't be afraid to reach out to your real estate agent and just like let them know we're on your side. And you know what? Honestly, when that happens, usually your real estate agent, what we can do is if we're hitting little hiccups in the lending process, we can reach out to the selling agent and say, hey, can we extend escrow like 10 days just to give my buyer a little more time to find a cosigner or get the paperwork they need to get in. And honestly, you know, I'm going to use the words of my oh-so-wise husband. He said, everyone's already pregnant with the problem, so most likely everyone's going to go ahead and work together to get it closed. Usually the sellers, the selling agent, the buyers, the buying agent, everyone's kind of on board. So usually they'll do what they can to get it closed at that point. I'm making sure my dog's not being naughty and I'm in the office and I have white carpet in here. So once everything's done and we're getting close to closing, you're going to get a final settlement statement. That's going to let you know all of your closing costs. This is a thing I hit across with a lot of new buyers, first-time buyers, is they don't know that there's going to be closing costs. I let them know in the beginning. Somehow you guys all tend to forget. Closing costs are going to be just closing costs. They're going to be a little added something on top, prorated taxes, things like that, escrow fees that you're going to have to pay on top of your down payment for the home. Just be aware of them. If you have any questions, reach out to Title. They should be able to give you a little bit of an idea of what it's going to run. If, like, say you had to save up for your closing costs and things like that. Yeah, my dog's doing... I wish I could show you guys my dog. He's just sniffing around, looking really suspicious over here. So, closing cost, settlement statement. Oh my gosh, we're so close to getting done. And then, guess what, you guys? You have signing day. Signing day is the best day ever. It's closing day. Signing day. Make sure you have your driver's license. They will send you an email and let you know what you need. But that's one of those things that, sorry, I'm going to pick him up because he's getting back. Make sure you have a driver's license, you know, and get ready to sign your life away. You're going to be signing probably close to 300 pages of pieces of paper. It's a lot. But once it's all signed, once it's all done, then you get to go through walkthrough as well. Walkthrough is done usually a day before signing, but depending on, I've had clients who don't live in town, they'll do walkthrough or send somebody else to do walkthrough. But then after signing, we're excited. It just has to record. It can take up to 24 hours. Some worst case scenario takes like a day and a half, but usually it takes 6-7 hours. Depending on when you sign, and if you do it in the morning, it's faster. And then once it's recorded, it's yours. Yeah, go yay, Jazzy! Yours. Woo, 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 woo. It's yours, and you get the keys. And that, honestly, you guys, don't be afraid of the buying process. It's long, it's tedious, we know. But that's why you have a real estate agent there to help you negotiate through it, to help you navigate all those little bumps that you might hit, and just get you through the process. And once you have those keys in hand, oh, you guys, that is the best day. That is what I live for as a real estate agent. I live for those days to hand you the keys and hand you a beautiful gift basket. I don't know if anybody's seen my gift basket posts, but I think I make the best real estate gift baskets. And you know, we pop a bottle of champagne and we celebrate your new home and your new life. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment below. If you guys, I'm going to be trying to do live posts on Friday answering questions or talking about things in real estate that people, you know, maybe need to be more aware of or anything like that. Please let me know, you guys. Comment below. Let me know if there's any topics you really want me to cover, any questions that you have. And please keep me in mind if you're interested in buying or selling real estate in the Las Vegas area. I'm always here. If you have any friends or family buying or selling, let them know I'm here for them as well. Aw, Jennifer, you're the best too. I can't wait to see your guns. My friend Jennifer, she's so buff. Yes, and if you have any questions about fitness, reach out to Jennifer Benz. She's awesome. She's on the comments, so you can just DM her anytime. She will tell you how to get a six-pack ab. It's very exciting. But you guys have a wonderful Friday. Enjoy it. Have an extra glass of wine for me out there. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you later, okay? Aw. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye, you guys.